we are known out in the world as Michael H. Rock Punk Couture Elite designer here in New York City. Spelled H. Period. The style that I'm really into is more of a 60s, 70s rock star style. Stones, Zeppelin, Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Bob Dylan. Just the way they were so hip. I just paid attention to the album covers and stared at something I could never find. I mean, I thought these people were from a different planet. I was a singer and made things of my own and made things for the band members and became sort of a hobby. And I was told to make clothes because my voice wasn't making me any money, really. My first, very most unbelievable memory is Steven Tyler buying a nice suit. And Scott Weiland wanted the same suit. So that was like back before I was even thinking about being a designer. Our vest, actually, that was a beautiful vest. Anthony Kiedis from Chili Peppers. Perry Farrell wearing a Shamus satin shirt. Actually, an old Keith Richards shirt inspired me to make that one. We dressed the Kills, upcoming band, very, very cool, from London. Mick Jagger's daughter and Keith Richards' daughter, they wear the stuff. This is New York Dolls, my favorite singers, David Johansen. That's yours truly, and David is wearing a red shirt right here, the red shirt. It's transparent. He loved it. Tommy Lee right here, see, it says M. Hilfiger, which is another AKA. Yeah, the Hilfiger family is my family in many ways. They raised 9 kids, and I was like the 10th that was on the doorstep that always was there. Hence is Michael H., Michael Hilfiger. Growing up in the Hilfiger family, Tommy was always into fashion, and he did his thing. When punk came along, Tommy introduced us to this punk rock, because he went to London and brought it back. We just thrived on it. It was just so inspiring that he could show us way before a lot of people saw this stuff. Which is actually hard because, you know, you got somebody older enlightening you in a family sense, and then you're gonna represent that style and be really with. It's a class, you know, we're taking a course on rock and roll fashion, which is funny. But back then, yeah, they didn't have anyone to teach them how to wear that. They did it on their own, and it was just so cool, so organic. I think a lot of the rock stars actually borrowed their girlfriend's clothing and just, you know, were poor and they needed a clean shirt. I think a lot of it might have been a mistake. Who knows? It's a real fine line between men's and women's when it comes to rock and roll. I don't know if your average guy would wear this shirt that I'm wearing with flowers on it, but some would say it's feminine, you know? And then I'm wearing a masculine pair of motorcycle pants, you know? So it's definitely a marriage. It's high-end skins meets kind of distress in a marriage of denim with snake, with rabbit. There's no faulty combination. You can do anything you want. What I'd like to do in the past is done like a Chinese satin, oriental linings. So this is more of a rock punk couture piece, more attitude. You see like Velvet Revolver and people in that stature wearing this. This is a leather that I've used actually with the Rolling Stones. Ronnie Wood loved this, and we made some motorcycle style cuts. This is very cool. Very rock and roll. It is not for everyone, and it needs to be looked at carefully. You know, you don't want to look like a poser. You don't want to look like you're trying too hard, or that you just saw MTV's Band of the Week and you want to look like the singer. You know, it's got to be very personal. Being a rebel is sexy. You know, being a gypsy's kind of like where it's at as far as I'm concerned. It's adventure, it's enjoying life, it's totally a fashion statement. If you were a little kid and you really couldn't speak even yet, you saw a gypsy go by and you would stare, no question. So that's what inspired me, is to be different, to be real, to be royal, and to be a punk, all at the same time.